Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to a continuation of our Banished live stream from last Saturday. Hopefully everyone can join us on live streams whenever possible, but of course if you're watching this on YouTube, hello to you as well. So we got a little village, it's stable, had a bad start. Darman53 just subscribed. He wants to be one of my villagers, which probably means he's going to starve to death during the winter. As you do. Let's go ahead and accelerate things a bit. We've got a huge stockpile of food, good amount of firewood. We are slowly producing stone. We did set up a quarry, and we're starting to sort of run low on stone that we can just kind of pick up that's close to the village. We are still waiting for a trader to show up with some seeds, which would be nice. I have my mine here, but we need to assign a couple of people to it, perhaps. And other than that, we're going okay. So we're going to try to build up some goods. Exit! Thank you for subscribing as well. Ari, except. And yeah, if we can get some seeds going on, it'll be nice. We even got our crop fields down already. Pasture size. We figured out, based on some Googling, that probably the pasture size, or the farm size we want to go for. The field size is about 11 by 11. Pasture sizes are a little bit more awkward. Oh yeah, just max them out at 20 by 20, that's right, and you can basically cram in the max number of stuff, and it makes it better for splitting, so that's good too. Can you... I don't think you can rename Banished people. I think I just said that. Pretty sure you can't. Forest. Hang on. As far as I know. And I think they're, it's a procedural generator for the names. I don't think it takes it from a name file either. Which would be really cool if it worked, because I could just populate the file with you people. I can do that with, like Prison Architect, though. Prison Architect populates its prison names from a file. So that's pretty cool. We'll be streaming for about 4 hours today, probably until around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah. So, a good amount. We'll probably take a break or two. But it'll be a good stream. We should be able to get our population quite a bit higher. Currently we have 29 adults and 12 children. We don't have a school yet. Food is okay. I gotta say though, this fishing dock is probably not doing a phenomenal job. So I did some research on exactly how the fishing dock is supposed to work, and it does have to do with how many water tiles are within its circle. So people seem to have confirmed that. So they're on rivers, especially something like this, it's not necessarily great. But here, it would do really well. Water on both sides. Anytime there's a little bit of a bend, but we don't have a really proper lake on this map, I don't think. It's just that river. So fishing isn't going to be huge for us. Might be able to tuck something in there. It's a bit lumpy though. Oh, storming! We are spring, though. We've made it through another winter. No problem. Health is relatively okay. Happiness is, middling. We do still have an herbalist, so that'll help keep the health up to a relatively reasonable level. We also set the herb limit, or the herb limit, a little bit higher, because you can sell them from time to time. Mostly, we have a tailor with no goods here. I say mostly I'm just going to wait for some of the stone to go up. We're going to build ourselves a town hall. Maybe start to get some nomads. And yeah, trading would be nice. I think we're okay. Somebody you forgot about. This is the continuation of the last stream. Now, we didn't play Banished very long last time. We put in maybe an hour or something like that. Maybe a little bit longer than that. Just because we'd streamed some other stuff first. And then we did a vote and people wanted Banished. But this time we'll get some real progress getting on here. Yeah, Miss Carsonell, how are your stumps doing? Poor Miss Carsonell, the armless, who lost her arms in a dire badger attack in Dwarf Fortress. John Senchen, or Jan, I don't know, says I should go Harmony, because of course this is Banished Beyond Earth. Shit, I would play that game. Okay, someone needs to mod like an alien version of Banished. I do not feel like I'm missing some way to parse that name. No, I have not. I've never played a game called American Conquest. I'm actually not familiar with it. Excellent, Rhino. Love to hear that about the frame rate. I started on hard. Of course I started on hard. You gotta play on hard mode. I mean, the difference between hard and medium, I mean, you just don't start with farming, right? I think that's the difference. You don't start with any cattle or grain, or is that the difference between easy and medium? So, we had to exist solely on hunting and gathering, which is fine, because especially the gathering hut does a really good job. It is totally fine. Much better than fishing. Again, if you have problems, the fishing stuff has to be positioned pretty carefully. I've never gotten quite as much stuff out of my fishing as I have other bits. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know. Maybe it's doing fine. Maybe I'm being too critical in the fishing. Caber. Yeah, the return of pools is fine. I know a lot of people wanted that in Sims 4. I actually was going to restart. I was going to do a full day recording of Sims 4 videos when just this week, because like the pools had come out and everything. I was like all pumped for it, back in the mood, and then I didn't realize it. I had no idea, but Warlords of Draenor was coming out this week. I like totally spazzed, in fact. So I was like settling down to record, and it was like, wait, Warlords of Draenor is like today? What? Hold what? So all I did is I played like World of Warcraft for like 24 hours straight, basically. I was very unproductive this week. But I did kill a lot of like evil iron orcs, so it's a different kind of productivity. Tools are currently capped. Now I could raise the cap on tools over here in the interest of having more things to trade. Tools are very tradable, if I recall correctly. I haven't done any trading in this game yet because the vendors who have come by are not people I've been interested in. But that might be a thing. Alright, now that we're starting to accumulate a few goods here and there, let's oh, here's our city buildings. Town Hall. Doesn't need 124 stone. We're getting very close to that. As I recall, the Town Hall positioning is not important in any way whatsoever. I could probably put it out of the way over here. I don't think it matters where this is. So I think I'm going to put it here. And get it started. As it turns out, there's a lot of stone and everything there, so that'll work out relatively okay. $31 adults, okay. Well, we went from 29 to 31. How do we have... Yeah, okay, 2 extra laborers. Yeah, that works out. Gonna leave them there mostly. God, so much rain. Gone through a whole other year. Well, almost. We started winter. It's autumn again. World of Warcraft. Crack is cheaper. No, maybe. Not that WoW is that expensive. What's the subscription, like $12 a month or something like that? I guess it depends on how you pay it. If you're paying per month or if you prepay a year or anything like that. It's fun though, and I quite like this new expansion. Alright, so we have a few miners. Now they're mining iron. We probably will want to set up a coal mine relatively soon as well. Start to produce some steel tools. We're kind of course, capped on our population, but it would be nice. They last longer, and they sell for a lot more as well. I don't feel like our food situation is growing. I'm not sure if I want to set up more gatherers. I'm mostly just waiting for more seeds. What's low? Stone, yeah. Like, we need more traders. Now, I don't know. If I build a second trading dock, traders come more often? I have no idea. Did we literally... We've just played for a year and nothing came. We've got a guy here? Yeah. Food is actually dropping slightly. We are getting more people. Now, I set up another gathering area over here. I could set one up over here. Quite long walking distances. But it might not be a bad idea. Or, what I could do is build road... Oh, another trader. Excellent. I could build the roads up to here and get some nice fishing docks going on as well. But again, it'd be kind of far from the town center, so lots of walking involved. We do have the apiary. which is making, with 2 workers, is making quite a bit of food. A lot of food. 1 worker here fishing. So the workers at the apiary are producing twice as much food as the people who are working at the fishing dock. I think we're going to set up another one. All right, Trader Joe, what you got for me? Onions and carrots. Yeah, see, I don't want this. I don't need the onions and carrots, and you don't sell me seeds or anything. Let's get another apiary going on, since apparently they're amazing. Who dat? Spenril! Spenril, thank you for subscribing and supporting the live stream. Always nice. Always nice. Where's the road go? Goes that way? Well, I guess I'll leave it. I guess I can tuck it in that way. That'd be fine. Can I fit in a second one? Oh, just barely not. Alright. Let's get that going anyway. Still low on stone and iron. I think the, yeah, I was gonna say the town hall needs both. I don't think the apiary needs much. Yeah, just a little bit of stone, so that should be fine. Is that a TV show? Someone in chat, tell me what the hell I'm singing. It feels like an 80s cop show kind of thing. I can't place it. Someone in chat will let me know. We're gonna crowdsource this shit. Using the power of the internet. Someone will know. It'd be something really embarrassing. Like a Justin Bieber song. Of course, Justin Bieber is the God King of Canada. Hawaii 5-0. Thank you very much. Yeah, Essentia would have known if she was, if she'd just caught it. Essentia's pretty good on the musiciness. Beekeepers. Oh, right. It's not built yet. I was going to assign more people to be beekeepers. We got a bunch more laborers who just kicked in. Excellent. What I think I'm going to do, I've got 4 people in the quarry. That's not bad. I'm going to go and I think go... Oops. Stop. I'm going to go up to 4 people in the mine as well. Just burned through a lot of tools as people became adults and had to pick that up. We'll have to set up a school soon, because it'll be nice to get people to work a little bit better and kill themselves less often. I don't rush it because A, dedicating a teacher early on is not great. And 2, it does slow down the rate at which you get laborers because people spend time being as a student. It is better and more efficient ultimately, but there's that little window where you're like, nah, I just kind of need people now. I think we can tuck in a schoolhouse right here, and we can. Let's go ahead and do that. Also, I strongly suspect we're going to want a few more houses. Should we build a big one? Big colonial manor? So, I think 5 people can live in the wooden house, the stone house. The colonial house still says 5. The colonial manor allows 8. Now, that's still just 1 family, but allows for a lot more kids. And we could set up 1 boarding house as well. But let's set up our first colonial manor right up here. Okay, I'm starting way too many construction projects. I'm doing that thing I do in Tropico as well, so let's wait. Hang on. Go ahead and assign a few more builders. Mostly they're capped on the amount of goods, but, you know. Yeah, I consider actually the unlimited mines and quarries. Less of a space waste. I mean, it obviously will make the game a little bit easier because you don't have to keep moving it, but I do hate leaving these big, empty, ugly holes behind. It is realistic, I suppose, in a sense. Although, you know, in a village of 100 people, how quickly are you really going to mine out a quarry or something like that? So I'm tempted, because it would be really nice to not leave these holes all over the freaking place. On the other hand, if I'm bothered by that, you can always go with a fully sustainable kind of a little town where you don't mine, you don't quarry, you simply buy your stone and your iron, by trading away other goods that you produce in a renewable manner. You know, very ecological. We'll call that the Elven Village. These are not. This is not a real Elven village. These are just they're just Elvish impersonators. I just keep doing that face. Huh? All right. Oh, the music in this game is so good and mellow. Oh! Crushed by a rock. Wallen the Stonecutter. That is compounded by the lack of education. We got some herds going through. Who dat? Inko-chan 1 just subscribed. Thank you very much. Does this mod just require the base game? Yeah, it does. I just have the base game, and I install it through the Steam Workshop. Because I have the Steam version. But you can also just download the mod directly. Apiary. Food is dropping quickly. We need to get these apiaries up and running. Population is going up here. Tell you what, I'll pause the construction of the town hall. And the school. Just get the apiary up and running right away, because we're going to starve to death. Which is a bad thing! I mean, I don't know if you guys realize that. I suppose what I could do is I could assign a couple more hunters. Oh, also gatherers. You know what? Let's actually increase the gatherer count first, rather than hunters. We might not actually need another gatherer so much as we just need... I have 2 fishing huts? Oh, there. Now, as far as I can tell, overlap on fishing huts doesn't matter. Just the amount of water inside them. So I suspect both these fishing huts are not terribly efficient, but, you know, food variety. A little more protein. A little more fish oil. It's good for you. It's good for the brain. Silas Genovese. Or Genovese. Thank you for subscribing. Apiary equals bee slave building. No, it's housing. It's bee housing. It's government housing for bees. Really, it's good. Silkworm huts plus weavery equals unlimited silk for trading. Yeah, I gotta try that stuff. Silkworm stuff is one of the new buildings in the Colonial mod. Oh, I did that thing I always do. Close this window when I want to leave it open, because it's very convenient. I just want some seeds. Come on, traders. Get your act together. Send me someone with seeds. Or cows, that would be okay too. Or chickens, or whatever. Yeah, that unlimited mining and quarry sounds really, really tempting. Because you mostly, I mean, you still have to dedicate a lot of people to it. But you just don't have to worry about moving them around and ruining the look of your landscape. We'll see. Anywho. Get that going. Alright, food is going up again. And yeah, as we get a few more adults, I'll go ahead and max out the gatherers. Max out the hunters and gatherers, and that should actually be a really good idea. It'll probably fix our food situation. In fact, the only thing may have been some, like, weird window where they had to go and, like, pick up a bunch of firewood after winter, and so there was just a bit of a lull in their working. Things like that can happen. Can't you plant carrots? You pass them up. You need carrot seeds, though. Like, I'm pretty sure you need the actual seeds, not just carrots. Heimdall, 42. 42 being the answer to life, the universe, and everything. I might be wrong. Maybe you can just plant carrots directly, but I would be pretty surprised. Anno 2070 is pretty good, I have to say. It's one of those games where it's like, I turn it on, and then it's like 10 hours later. What happened? I don't understand. I resisted buying it for a long time because of the horrendous DRM on it. And then someone bought it for me. It's like, ugh, I guess I have to play now. It was actually Ava, I think, that gifted that to me. Ava / A Kiss for Luck. A streamer and YouTuber, and someone who's made an appearance on my channel a few times. So just fast forwarding it here. Letting things happen. More growth, more this, more that. I don't know what's happening with this lack of construction here. We've got 4 builders. They're just not builderizing things. I definitely am going to need some houses soon, because I suspect we're going to kind of hit a population cap here. And it's important to keep things growing at a steady pace. We need a little bit more stone, apparently, is the issue. Let's go ahead and assign one more person to the stone. Yes, Hitman Zeus, you are a mini quill. Because, the subscriber icon. A lot of people were asking for a long time. I kind of dig it. I might change the icon up a little bit, though. I'm not sure if we're going to keep the little quill face. I want to do something slightly different. I haven't figured out what. Yeah, food is going up really well. Oh! Outbreak of influenza! Oh, noes! And we don't actually have a doctor. We don't have a physician. Or a hospital, I suppose. Oh, noes. Alright. Well. We're all going to die. I mean, you may as well finish the apiary, because all the stuff is there. Now we need to get enough resources. Oh, it's winter, there's an influenza epidemic, and it's winter, and we have no hospital. He's gonna die. Now we have lots of herbs, but that doesn't actually help us fight the disease. Build a cemetery quick. Yeah, maybe. 3 people are now sick. No one's died quite yet, but the flu is really, really bad. People always freak out about all kinds of different diseases, and they don't realize how many people die from the flu all the time. Tell you what, let me, should I pull some people off some other jobs? We still kind of need all the things. Anyway, I'll pull back on miners. Okay, there. Something like that. More stone cutters. Who keeps the metric system down? We do. We do. Simpsons? Anyone? Simpsons? So we'll try to get the stone output up a little bit, because that's going to be the real cap. Although, oh no, we need iron as well. Hold on. Blacksmith. You're fired. Beekeepers, pull back. You're really good, but... Taylor, we don't need you. Oh, and another trader. Just in time. Oh, the flu passed. And no one died? Holy crap. Excellent. Okay. Panic averted. Steel tools and logs. I don't need this! I want seeds. God, I hate you guys. Go away. You're dismissed. Get out. Alright, well, we're going to keep building the hospital as quickly as possible, but we have survived. Yeah, that's the Spanish flu, right, Tunnelman? In that time? Killed like 20 to 40 million people. Yeah, the flu just burned itself out really fast. We're super lucky. Alright, let's unpause some of this stuff. You. And you. Alright, pull back on some of my food producers. The number of tools is going down pretty quick, too. But we also just have a lack of stuff. I'm really concerned about the fact that we haven't built a house in like 3 seasons here. Our population curve, our age curve is not going to be very pretty. Because I could just get a bunch of laborers to go and pick up all this stuff. It's probably a fair idea. Stone. Iron. There you go. Let me pull back on the stone cutters and miners then. And just get people to go and pick that stuff up. It's not that far a walk. And it's not winter anymore, so it's not going to be awful. And they'll get this stuff pretty quick. I don't want people to have to walk too far to get things done, but that'll be manageable. Food is stable. Tools are dropping rapidly. So I'll have to go and put a blacksmith back in. Because I definitely don't want to run out of tools. But we need houses. Yeah, see, 16-year-olds still living at home. These are people that could be going out making more babies. Lots of people of breeding age that are living at home. We need a crap ton of houses. Yesterday. I'm considering building just some wooden houses. And then upgrading them after the fact. I mean, I guess we still need stone for that. Which kind of sucks. But we need a lot less. Yeah, it takes up a lot less firewood. But it's probably a good idea. Food is not bad. Still got my apiaries unmanned. Tailors unmanned, but we're good on coats. You don't go through coats quite as quickly as you do tools, I find. Have multiple traders, each have their own boats. And overlap is less fish. Okay, good to know. So I guess we'll set up another trade route. I was thinking that was probably the case, but I wasn't sure. So we'll set up another dock to try to get traders coming more frequently. Did the amount of people that are working at a trading post increase the rate at which you get traders? Might be the case. I'm just going to check the Banished wiki. Number of trading posts determines the frequency of merchant visits. The more posts you have, the more merchants. The number of traders working at a trading post only determines how quickly its inventory will be resupplied, which means it doesn't matter. In fact, I don't think you even need a worker here at all to get a workboat. I'm not sure, but I think that's the case. I think you only need workers there if you want to move some things back and forth. Anyway, I'm not going to queue up the trading post quite yet because I'm going to let the existing buildings finish. Although there's something to be said, apparently, about building multiple trade posts a little bit earlier so we can get some goddamn seeds! Ah! Don't these people know, like, there's a market here? Like, well, I don't know, they're not buying our logs. Yeah, because I'm in the middle of a forest. Don't bring me logs, you derps. Bring me some seeds. Quivering Cactus says, I think the people in this village have a chance since Quill hasn't named them after his fans. It's like a bad omen when he does that. It's kind of true. Well, that's mostly just Dwarf Fortress. Everything is a bad omen in Dwarf Fortress. Very high fatality game. Alright, Town Hall is done. Which gives us the ability to check graphs and things, which is really useful. We'll get some nomads at some point. Check to see what seeds we have or are missing. Good stuff. Alright, food is stable, although I would much prefer it if it were growing and sort of capped at the 5,000. So it would give me more hope for the future. Of course, our population is not going to grow until we build more housing. People are wandering over here. Dogecoin, the frequency of Banished. Dogecoin, straight to the moon. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, Ubisoft. Ubisoft, what are you doing? It's like they're trying to beat EA at being a terrible company. It's like there's a competition. When are people gonna learn? Don't buy. Definitely never pre-order. God. Pix or Fizzy? Pix or Fizzy? Thank you for subscribing. Pix or Fizzy. It's good. It's good. This thing is full. We could build another stockpile over here, but I don't think we need to. We've got a lot of wood. Well, we have an acceptable amount of logs. We have a lot of firewood, which we can often sell if a merchant came and actually brought us something we were interested in. School is being worked. Excellent. All the goods are there. It could finish a little bit faster with more builders, but no reason to really do that. The hospital, we are going to definitely get... Did it auto-assign worker? Oh, that's the builders. So yeah, we're going to have the hospital ready, but we're not going to have anyone working there. We've got another wooden house here. And yeah, we'll have to upgrade more of our wooden houses at some point and build a nice big colonial one. I guess I just realized the big colonial houses actually need some sort of resource. They need rope, which we actually aren't producing yet. So we'll have to get back to that. Food continues to be stable, which is nice. Alright, times 10 speed. Just let things finish. 41 adults. Yeah, see, all the kids are becoming adults. We're not going to have enough kids really, really, really soon. It's going to kind of be a problem. Anyway, I'll pause this hospital again. I mean, what are the odds that we're going to get another disease so soon? We're going to assign one student ASAP. And we have a lot of laborers right now because I still told them to collect all this stuff, so they will take care of that. Still looking on coats. Tools are a bit low, although we're continuing to produce some, so we should be okay. Got a good amount of iron. I could potentially pull away some of my miners, but I'll leave them there. Yeah, we gotta get these houses done. Because if we wait too long, everyone will be too old to make more babies, and our population will just disappear. Unless we get an influx of nomads. Crushed by a rock. Nice if people stop doing that. I don't think we need a trader, but I'm like, oh, maybe I'll leave a person. I really don't think we need someone there. But we need a second trading post. Okay, the house is done. More houses. A bit of a road over here. More houses from our population. And then we'll also build the trading post. That'll be the next thing. But I gotta get the houses up, otherwise... Ah, there's a trader. What you got for me, buddy? Soybean seeds! Yes! Okay. Now, what can we give you? I don't know. And this is the bit that always kind of annoys me. Tell you what. Just bring all the things. Everything we might have, we'll just bring it. And then we'll max out the number of people working here. Pull back on our workers a bit. Unpause. So, potatoes, well, we don't have any potatoes or onions, but it also has 0 value. So, like, I feel like the trading interface is still derpy. I mean, maybe it's just me. So, some people will buy food. Mostly people who are already food vendors. Blueberries, mushrooms, roots, they're not interested in any of that. Blueberries. Mushrooms. Roots. What about the venison and the fish? Who did I miss? Rabengard! Thank you for subscribing. Venison, fish, herbs, and honey. Honey, venison, and herbs. Some people will buy herbs, some people won't. Alright. There you go. Bring everything else we've got. They'll buy firewood, which is good. We've got tons of firewood. And that's one of the reasons I lifted the firewood cap, is because it is a great thing to sell. You got unlimited amounts of wood, turn it to firewood, double its value. Done. Rabengard, Rabengard, Rabengard. Thanks for subscribing. Alright, times 1 speed. Maxed out workers. Gotta bring all that stuff here. They will be busy for a little bit bringing that there. Hopefully they'll get it done before the merchant leaves. And maybe I should have left, I actually will leave some logs, or some firewood here. What do we got? Yeah, reserve of logs is low. No kidding, because it's all being traded away. But that's okay. Actually, maybe I should turn everything off other than firewood. But I want to tell them, like, bring all the things... and that'll be okay. Yeah, I guess maybe I should just turn on the firewood. It's probably, I probably have enough. Hopefully they get it done before the trader leaves. I'd be very annoyed if we lose our chance to get soybeans. Oh, also, orders. I want all the things. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not going to turn on all the things, because things you order are more expensive. I'm going to say some things, but if they just want to bring something, some sort of opportunity thing, that'd be fine too. Bring me more things. Especially firewood would be nice. But at this point, I'll take whatever I can get. There we go. Alright, pause. No? You didn't pause? There we go. Pause. Oh, we're paying by 1 unit. I can deal with that. Trade. Okay. I'm gonna zero all this stuff out. But I'll leave, I will leave, let's see, 1,000 would be worth 4,000. If it, I don't know if it's double price for an order, so we want what, like 1,250? That'd be 5,000 points worth of stuff with the firewood. There we go. So we'll just leave that in there. I'll go ahead and only leave one trader. Keep a consistent amount, and there we go. So now, I should be able to go to here, plant soybeans, yes! And I think this field size is optimized for 1 worker. So we'll set 1 to each. Start planting soybeans. It's early spring. We might actually get a harvest. Soybeans, you guys! Let's get some tofu going on. People are complaining about a lack of tools. That's just because they're all here. Don't worry, they'll be moved out pretty soon. Excuse me. In fact, maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and crank up the number of people working at the trading post. Oh, trader, you can, you're dismissed now. I don't need you anymore. But yeah, I'll max out the people working at the trading post so that they can put the goods back. And we gotta start chopping some firewood pretty fast. But I do have 2 woodworkers now. Yeah, 2 woodcutters. So the firewood will keep going up pretty fast. We got a fuel limit of 2,000. That's the amount that'll actually be in town. And there'll be another 1,250 hanging out in the trade shop. So I'll actually drop the fuel limit down to 1,000. Or no, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Because if I do happen to sell all of my logs, then the guy here will come and pick them all up, all the firewood from town, and move it there. So I'll have a limit that's slightly higher than the max amount that will ever be taken in one shot. A lot of people walking around without tools, but again, the tools should be dropped off in the town center relatively quickly. Although we did trade a fair bit out, that's true. So we might be a little toolless for a while, which would not be great. We got 3 students. We lost a few more adults, and we're still a little low on kids. Definitely do want to get the schoolhouse rocking soon. See what I did there? Cold coffee. Num 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 num. We'll point out that in the what game link that Essentia set up, she points out that that there is a sale going on right now for Banished over at GOG.com. I will remind people that I do have a business relationship with GOG.com. So just wanted to disclaimer that, but the link is just, it's not, I don't get paid for that or anything like that. It's just, there is an actual legit sale. We would be letting you know regardless, but I like full transparency whenever possible. Actually, I'm pretty bad about letting people know about sales on GOG.com, which is a shame because they have sales almost as often as Steam does, and almost as deeply discounted as well. I'm bad at just like doing that. I should probably, what's the other website? Gamersgate.com, Greenman Gaming. All of these places have sales all the time, but you know, I couldn't be bothered to check. It's just I log into Steam, and like you get that front page letting you know that something's on sale. Alright. Blacksmith. Get you going. We actually might be reaching the point where we need 2 blacksmiths. Complaining about what? Not having logs or iron or something? You gotta pick that stuff up, buddy. could, if we were concerned, do a quick little chop of some trees here. It semi-impacts the performance of some of our buildings over here, but it'll give us a little bit of a quick wood boost, which might not be too bad. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, all our logs are being set down to these stone houses. We need to get our tailor operating again. And potentially our apiaries as well. A little low on laborers. Oh, although, you know what? We're going to get our farms kicked in, which is going to be a massive, gargantuan amount of food. Now that we've got 2 farms operational, given the size of our population, food is not going to be an issue. But we have to get these houses up and running so that people can make more babies. Okay, let me pull back on the beekeeper again. Keep the laborers up, because we do need some goods being shuffled around a bit more. I could actually, and I don't want to do it quite yet because my food is not actually maxed as is, but I could pull back on my gatherers. Well, no, I'm only at 4 of 8 there. I could pull back on maybe my hunters. Might be a better choice. Yeah, 4 of 6. And the hunters I definitely want to keep up for the leather right now since I don't have cattle. Yeah, I don't know. Shy on stone there. Right, that's the problem with the stone houses. They need 40 stone for 1 stone house. We need more wooden houses. Oh, there's just not enough room there by the mine. That's kind of sad-making. That's annoying. It's fine. Stolen logs, I know. Well, I'm not going to chop down too many. Actually, I can chop down this whole area over here. Let's do that. Now, there's a bunch of stone and everything, too. Yeah, let's chop all this stuff. Please and thank you. Also, why don't I extend this out this way? And yeah, it'll tie up some more builders and stuff, but it might be worth having another bridge over here. Down to 38 adults. Now, the adult count is going to grow slower because of the we now have students. They will take longer to reach adulthood and start working, but again, they'll be a little bit better off once they do. We have no logs. We have iron, no logs. There we go. Food situation. All right, we got a fair bit. And looks like the single worker will be able to pick all the food from these spots, unless we get a really early frost. Now they do have to walk a little bit more to the storage barn than I might like. And then during winter, all those farmers do become laborers, which is kind of nice. Yeah, Rhino, I gotta think about early access games, too. A lot of times... Ooh, trader. A lot of times it's sort of just, pay us now for a game that's not finished, and therefore not fun. Seed oil and fish. I'm not interested. I'm good, thank you. I only want people who bring seeds and aminals. Good on iron. Let me go ahead and turn down the number of miners we've got now, especially since we're going to be picking up a bunch of iron here kind of for free as well. Getting a few more laborers at this point would be really handy because, again, they'll chop this faster, bring everything in. Tools is low. We got some tools at least, and I think everyone's finally equipped with tools again. Oh, not this person, but they're probably going to pick up their tool right now. At some point, we're going to want to pave these roads as well, get people moving a little bit faster. Build a bank barn. So, bank barn. Very large storage. Oh, it must be built into a hill and mountain. Yeah, that's right. Could build it over here, which is probably reasonable. I mean, there's still travel time. Like, lots and lots of storage is nice, but I'm nowhere close to filling my current storage barn. Mostly it's a question of, like, distance traveled. And so I quite like having a lot of barns all over to minimize how far anyone needs to walk. A bit shy on tools. We've got lots of iron. Might want a second blacksmith. Or start to produce steel tools, which last longer. And that's not a bad idea. What if, and you know what? Because there's still iron on the ground. We could just convert this mine to be a coal mine. We'll probably want to set up a second mine relatively soon. But there's still iron on the ground here. If we set up a coal mine, change you to start making steel tools. It could work. Yeah, there's some games that call themselves alpha or beta because it's like they're almost going to be kind of like perpetual development games, but are still good and playable. Factorio is definitely an example of an excellent game that still calls itself alpha. And that's, you know, because they consider their list of features incomplete. They've got grand plans. It's just like Dwarf Fortress is at what version? What's the current version of Dwarf Fortress? Dwarf Fortress. It's like an apocalyptically small number. Version 0.4 is the current version of Dwarf Fortress. Now, Dwarf Fortress is the advantage of being free. But yeah, they figure it's going to take them like 20 years to actually finish the game, to get to version 1. So, it doesn't always apply, but a lot of this early access stuff is like, why would I play a game that's actually just not fun right now? It's not complete, and therefore not fun. And I'll just get tired of it. Winter coats are still okay right now. That's not the tailor. Oh, we do have the tailor operation. Okay, good. Keep at it then. We've got a decent amount of food. Good laborers. Houses are finally coming back up, and these are actual stone houses. And yeah, I really want to upgrade the last few houses as well. Although right now I just need more housing. Wooden houses do require... Wow, you're living on your own. Wooden houses do require more firewood. But right now I just need people to make more babies. It'd be less of a problem once we get our first nomads, but we're pretty far from that. Oh, soybeans. We can make, like, what is it? Edamame, right? Oh, a little bit of salt on the hot, like, soybean pods. Good stuff. All right, still a little shy on tools. No coal coming in yet. It might be hard to produce the amount of coal we need to keep up with the tools, actually. That's true. Might be an issue. Alright, let's keep going with iron tools for now. We'll keep going for iron tools until we've got I don't know, a bit of a surplus. The number of adults is going down. Again, part of it is the students. They also weren't making bebes for a while there. The amount of firewood dropped dramatically. Now, we do have a lot in the trading post storage, but still. Although part of it is every time we set up a new house, they go and like grab a bunch of stuff. And winter just ended, but I'm still a little unhappy about the amount of firewood we have access to. I'm gonna wait for the stone stockpile to pile up again, and then start building stone houses. I'm gonna definitely wait until I have the goods, because it does close down the house. It kicks everyone out before it does that. Maybe we'll wait until these guys finish. That makes more sense, because they still need more stone. Okay. We're still collecting this stuff. They're rebuilding this bridge. We are just, like, shy on stone. I could max out the number of stone cutters. I did pull back on them. I need my wood cutters. I need more. I need more of all the things. I'm gonna cancel my fishermen, is what I'm going to do. And I will go up with the foresters, because we are super low on logs. Because partially we're constructing so much stuff, but I gotta make sure there's a good flow of logs for the woodcutter as well. Or the, yeah, woodcutter. People who make the firewood. Tools are once again being assembled. We've got a few sitting around. I think I need a second blacksmith, though. I don't know. Next update for KSP will be the beta release. I have 3 people at the trading post. Thank you for reminding me of that. Thank you very much. I forgot about that. But I was trying to empty it a little bit faster. That'll free up a few workers. Although again, if they're idle, they're still working as laborers, which is helpful. But. And actually, more laborers right now pick up this stuff a little bit faster is not a bad idea. No, we'll go ahead and put a couple more people in the quarry. That'll be fine. Soybeans are planted. Yields are increasing. Yeah, we'll get nice yields at all these places. Still getting the iron over here. Excellent. We got a good bank of iron. The Iron Bank. And way too many buildings queued up. And not enough stone. Because I'm good at this game. Don't think I want to pull back on gatherers. Again, we don't have a huge food surplus. 9 students. Okay, so the number of children plus students is going up, which is really good. And they should hopefully start to graduate soon. And our flow of stone should be a lot better. I do definitely want to keep building houses, though, because we need more babies. We have a lot of area tagged to be chopped. Can you not use the arrow keys to pan around in this game? Really? You have to use WASD? It's kind of odd and unexpected. We're low on tools and logs. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need a second blacksmith. We'll make a throne out of all that iron. That would be crazy! Sounds like a really uncomfortable thing to sit on. Why would I want an iron throne? Schools where my death spiral start here button. Yeah, schools can really throw a wrench in your adult production because there's it introduces a big delay. After that, it sort of pads it out. I just saw one of the students become an adult. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there's going to be there's that latency is what gets introduced. But once you get a bunch of educated adults, then things get better again, and then you're okay. Population pretty stable. Students went up, and you can see the adult one. A downtick from a death here, but then an uptick over here, and a downtick in the students. So we did have our first student graduate. They graduated! Okay, this house finally has all the goods it needs. So it just has to be built. We only have 2 builders, but that's okay. Not much point in having more builders right now since we're mostly just production capped. We got 7 stone cutters, that's good. 3 miners. The amount of iron is going down slightly, so I don't think I want to pull any miners out. Doesn't help they don't have a tool. God, next time, we did have someone come by and offer to sell us tools. Maybe we should have done that. Tools for firewood. Or if someone just brought a bunch of like stone and iron, I should probably buy a lot of that. At this point I'm thinking about buying logs too, which is a little bit crazy. We're not capped on foresters. I think we are going to need to set up another harvesting den over here for foresters, if nothing else. Maybe down here? I don't know. I'm still thinking I'm going to keep expanding the town this way. Yeah, I think I'm going to build another forester station here. And actually, I can build one here. All this area can all just be foresters. Yeah. Foresters and a few gatherers. Gatherers are really, really time efficient. Maybe not quite as much as farms, but they're pretty damn good. They need a lot more space, obviously. But they produce a lot of stuff. Meanwhile, although if we check our soybean, yeah, see, last year produced 620 soybeans for 1 worker. It'll be more interesting to see how many it produces this year because it existed literally from the start of spring. So it might get the chance to produce slightly more food. And this is just one person working that. Whereas the gatherer, I'm going to have like 3 or 4 to produce like 800 through 1,000. So you get actually pretty good crop production here. I don't know if I'd want to put any more soybeans down. Certainly you could get like some blight, need some crop rotation introduced here. Yeah, I'm sure I do need a second blacksmith. It's a little shy on the number of people, but almost certainly we need a second one. I'm still going to finish building the houses right now, because I still don't have any excess stone. I got that one, and I've got a couple of wooden ones. I could have actually just canceled the stone house, maybe, just to rush out the wooden ones a little bit faster. We need to get the houses up and running. Otherwise, the population is going to crash as everyone just gets too old. Could boot Helly out of their house over here by upgrading it to a stone one. I mean, it's mean, but if you're not having any more babies, maybe it's time for you to go. Well, that's not true. They're a hunter. We still need what adults we do have. The number of kids are going up. Yeah, as soon as these houses finish, a lot of people are going to move in and start. See, we got that 3-year-old kid here. These people just paired off. Hopefully there'll be a baby soon. We got a trader bringing... Oh, logs and iron. We don't need herbs, although, since this person is an herb trader, they will probably buy herbs. So what we can do is keep a stockpile of herbs in here. No, they won't. It's not a bad idea to keep a stockpile there, because every now and again someone will do that. I think people who sell food will buy herbs. So if we wanted a food boost, we could do that. But let's go and buy all his iron. And you know what? We'll buy his logs as well. We'll buy his logs and sell him firewood. 58. There we go. Use increased priority tool if you need faster wood houses. Yeah, I know, but it's fine. Oh no! It's late autumn. We got an early frost over here. This person was busy doing something else. Damn. It's gonna be a lot of dead soybean plants. No! Oh well. Food is still okay. We still don't have anyone working in our apiaries right now, which is fine. No one working on our fishing things either. Which is fine because they're kind of crap. I should probably just bulldoze these. If I'm going to have them, I should put them somewhere else and I can use the space for something somewhat more useful. Bridge, we still don't have any stone. Iron is okay. We actually have an excess of tools now. So we may not need another blacksmith. Part of the problem is we sold all of our tools. And so we went to 0, and then a lot of people had their tools break. So then everyone was working more slowly. And you get in this sort of vicious cycle. But once everyone has their tools and are working more efficiently, then you can build tools faster. Like, the worst is when a blacksmith doesn't have a tool. Because then you're in a really terrible situation. Yeah, food variety is good. Food variety is really good at keeping health higher. So I will want a little bit of fishing, but not much. And we have decent food variety. That's one of the other things with the gatherers, is they produce, like, 4 different kinds of food. And you can see here, they produce a good amount of food. I was saying something like 800 to 1,000, but they're producing well over 1,000 units of food. About 700. So about 1,500 units of food for 4 people. So just maybe around 350 each. So per person, they're doing about half of what a crop field is. But there's a lot of food variety. Yeah, I don't know, pros and cons. We do need some more wood farms. We might not, wood cutters or foresters. We might not build more gatherers. We'll have to see. We'll play it by ear. Still 38 adults. Man. This house is done, just waiting for the builders. And overall, we just need stone everywhere. The amount of wood we have should go up now because I think all of our building sites have all the logs that they want. There we go. Right away, people are getting in there, pairing off. Good, good, good. Yeah, it's quite a long walk over here. I'm going to go ahead and cancel my miners from now. We're just going to try to get all this gathering over here done as quickly as possible, especially since a lot of it is stone. Some of it's even iron, which is good. So we'll have no one working in the mine for a tick, but we've got a fair amount of iron. We're going to be okay. Yeah, we'll try to get this taken care of as quickly as possible. I would still like some cattle. That would be nice. Okay, almost ready to start building that. This is when you start getting waves of 50 nomads at a time, yeah. And then the food situation just drops. And that's why I really want to start getting a lot in the bank. In fact, I'll change the food limit right now to 10,000. And that's really what you want to start getting. Okay, more housing. Okay, we're going to be good. We are going to set up a second trade route really, really, really soon. I'm going to let that other bridge finish as well. Which needs a little bit more stone. People there, 86% left. Maybe I should set up the unlimited thing. I don't know if it applies to your existing ones. I'm not sure. Or if it's a different building or what. I need a few bigger stockpiles around here. Could be a lot of people spending too much time walking in these little stockpiles. Maybe not. Can you grow Brussels sprouts? I don't know. We should mod that in if not. No, it's just question marks, so we don't know. Next time the seed vendor comes, we'll have to check to see if that's one of the options. I don't think it is, and you're right. It should be, and maybe we'll have to mod it. You can make cabbages. It's from the same family. Kale, mustard greens, cabbage. All those things. Cauliflower, broccoli. They're all basically the same plant. They've just been bred in different directions. Specialized. Brassica? Something like that? Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. Yay, houses. We really need more houses. And how's that bridge? No, we'll wait a little bit longer. I would like this road to be straight. Let's do that. Wait until that stone gets removed at some point. And yeah, that uses up some builder time, but that's okay. Food continues to be stable. I would really like it to be growing. Did I just drop down another farm? Maybe. Let's do 11 by 11. And set up another storage barn. This end of things. One more farmer. People are making babies. Ish, maybe. With every house, more demand for stuff. And we're still low on stone. And I keep saying I'm going to build another trading thing. And then I go and do stuff like that. But I really do need to get the other farm set up. And that really does, you know, work better if we've got another storage barn over here. Actually, let's go ahead and put an actual stockpile down over here, too. Especially since I will likely tell people to go and chop all this stuff down. Low on stone. Yeah, I know. Permanently low on stone. We're still good on iron, because we're picking up a lot of it, despite not having any miners here. I'm trying to decide whether I should assign more stone cutters, or just leave them all as laborers so that we can chop these areas faster. And I think I'm going to leave them as laborers, because there's a lot of stuff. Oh, you know what would speed things up a lot? You big herpaderp. Just put a big stockpile over here. We can move it later, but that will minimize a lot of walking for the regular laborers. Things will still have to get picked up and moved at some point. from this stockpile to something else. I gotta wait for a tree. That little tree is the problem. Hang on. Try to put one down where it's not on a tree so it works instantaneously. There we go. I'll just speed up workflow. Traders, food's okay. A little bit of stone. Iron's okay. Another plant over here. Excellent. Storage barn. Still low on stone, obviously. Now, I mean, I don't have to box select. I could filter out to just pick up the stone, but we want the logs as well, so it's okay. Especially since our firewood stockpile is still recuperating from the great sale, the great soybean purchase of I don't know, 15. I don't remember what year we bought the soybeans in, but it decimated, or it didn't decimate it, or eradicated our firewood supply. If it only decimated it, that would be fine. It's only 10%. Mm-hmm. Hey, Amidaos. I'm happy you caught the stream too. I like the streams. They're always a good time. Just, you know, just casual, just chill. We're just chilling. Hitman Zeus, I could use some pizza. Oh, pizza, my one weakness. Mm-hmm. Do a straw poll. I'm gonna do a straw poll right now. Pizzas. Hang on. We're gonna do a very important straw poll. Pizza topping controversy straw poll. Okay. Hang on. We're gonna allow multiple poll choices. This is like a pizza topping. What should be on there? Olives. Pineapple. Yeah. Or neither. Or both. Both, neither. Okay. On a pizza, should there be olives, or pineapple, or both, or neither? There we go. You're not going to be able to choose more than one, just because of the way it's worded. Okay. Pizza, straw, poll, vote. Click that. I'm curious to see what people think. Ooh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy some logs. Always buy the logs when you sell the firewood. And the steel tools. Heck. Get all the things. So 90. We're paying by 6 units. Oh. 89. Trade. Thank you. So the answer is people are crazy. Pineapples and olives are great on pizza. Now, I don't put them on the same pizza. It's an or thing. Either or. It's always a question when I'm ordering a pizza. Do I want olives today, or do I want pineapple? But they both do the same thing for me. It's like a little flavor explosion. Alright, you take a bite of pizza, and there was like, ooh, a little sweet spot, or ooh, a little salty spot from the olives. But I would never have a pizza without either one. That would be crazy. And anyone who says otherwise is wrong. Okay. A little bit of stone in the stockpile. Our houses are done. I could go and upgrade the stone houses right now. But I think I would actually prefer, or upgrade the wooden houses, stone houses. But I think I would actually like to just build a couple more houses. Keep that flowing. Although at this point, I will go ahead and finally put down another trading post. Right there. Did I trade? Oh, that's the trader already. You're dismissed, friend. You literally have no more goods, so why would I want to keep you around? Laborers. I'm going to keep the 8 laborers for now, just because I have so... I whistled there. So many, like, items marked for gathering pickups. We're going to do that. We got that other bridge done, which is great. We've got this going, which is great. Food is over 3,000 for the first time, which is great. Adults are over 40. Awesome. Only 6 students, which actually kind of surprises me a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those laborers as is for now. They've got lots to keep them busy. We will assign them to other jobs at some point, but there's no rush. Actually, I will go ahead and max out my foresters, because I would like to ensure that the wood production is good, and they do replant trees, so that's good. Let's see the straw poll. 45% of people think that you put neither pineapple or olives on there. You people are just wrong. I'm just saying, you're wrong. Amount of iron stored, good. I mean, we picked a lot of iron up there, so we definitely don't need the iron mine going. We could go ahead and get the coal mining going, just so we can start doing steel tools. I think what I should do is actually set up like a pair of mines. We do have to wait for the construction to finish, but let's go and drop in like a coal miner just to get it started very slowly. A bit of a supply. We have a little bit of coal there too. We're currently capped on tools. Well, since we're capped on tools, now it's a great time to start the steel tool production. So once we go below 50, I could change it to 100 at this point. But that's okay. Once we go below 50, we'll start producing steel tools at that point. We'll have a little bit of coal, got some iron, pretty good to go. Liking it. Could put some beekeepers back in. Again, I think I'll mostly want a lot of laborers. Get this done. We've got our second barn storage over here, which is nice. Alright, feeling okay. Shrimps are the best. Shrimp on pizza. I guess we were going with like a cream sauce, right? Not a tomato sauce, maybe? You know what makes the best crust is naan bread. Like the kind you can just get in a supermarket, which is not, really the same as actual naan bread. But I use that as the crust, and then build the pizza from there. It's nice. I like a barbecue sauce as a sauce, and then like some chicken and a little bacon, and olives. That makes for a great pizza. And yeah, tomorrow there'll be some This War of Mine over on the GOG channel. We're almost at the point where we need a third woodcutter as well. Just about. I can actually put him right over here, because there's a lot of logs there. We do have the woodcutter. There's logs and storage over here, so that would work out pretty well. Lots of firewood there, and no room for logs. I want a little bit more storage space in this neck of the woods. In fact, I think I do. Someone died, crushed by a rock. Probably someone who was not quite educated. Yeah, we'll stick in a stockpile right over there. Hopefully we'll help that flow a little bit more. Early spring, things are being planted. 4 laborers, 40 adults, because that one died, 8 students. We're still far from capping out our schoolhouse. Got our trading post going on there. It needs so much stone! Oh my god! So much stone. Be careful not to pick anything on the other side of this mountain over here, because then there'll be probably another one of those death marches. Drop down all the trees over here. Alright, we got lots of logs in the bank. That's fine. Still working on some stone houses over here. Stone is the #1 limiting factor of all the production cycles, so maybe I really should crank out the quarry, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just see if we can buy some more stuff. Death marches. Yeah, I still remember my first death march, because I had assigned maybe a bridge, but I'd also, like, gone and, like, selected something on the other side of the river to be chopped down or built or something, and people were, like, misprioritizing things. They were like, no, let's not build the bridge. Let's walk to the other side of the world and die along the way. Starvation and the elements and everything. It was awful. It's kind of funny, but it was awful. Alright, I want some cows or chickens or something. Come on, people, get with the program. Still need a graveyard. Maybe it's time for us to build a graveyard. Yeah. Got an abbey. Back alley. Deals can be made. Need a lot of rope for this stuff. Got lumpy bits of terrain here. We'll put on the other side of the river. There we go. Can't go any wider. Something like this. The advantage, the bigger it is, the more plots it can fit in, but the plots will eventually decay. So if you have a really big cemetery, it'll sort of keep being used, or you could have a bunch of little ones all over. But yeah, we'll get that going. Just, you know, in time for the next Great Plague or something. Pause the production of the hospital, get it built eventually. Go ahead and assign a couple more builders. Potentially pull back on foresters again, because we're actually okay because of things. And I'm going to put in a couple more stone cutters instead. Continues to be the big limiting factor. We'll need meat. We have venison. We have 2 hunting lodges, so we actually have quite a bit of venison that flows through our town. We check our inventory of things. We have 1,700 units of venison sitting in storage. So it doesn't even include, like, any that's in the houses. They don't have any. Well, they're a new house, so they might not have picked it up. They've got venison here. Still capped on tools, which is nice. These people are not making babies quickly enough. Come on. Reproduce. Oh, only one person living here. Interesting. Oh, we might have enough houses for our population then. Yeah, looks like we're actually okay. I don't have to worry about building more houses for a while. Let's go ahead and let's say boost up the speed. But actually, I think it's time for us to take a very short break. We're gonna do that. When we come back, there's gonna be some more Banished. What's our town called? I can't even remember. I know for if I save Pikehaven. That's us. We'll make a separate save over here just to make sure things are okay. But yeah, let's take a short pause, and when we come back, hopefully we'll get some cows or something. Get the second trading post going on. And other than that, our population seems to be growing with the number of houses we've got, so we're actually doing okay. Food supply is dropping. But you'll see that that food supply cycle happen a lot more now that we're depending on farming, because it'll drop over the course of the year until you get to autumn, and then we'll get a big boost again. So, all right, be back in a couple of minutes, folks.